Hello, and today we'll be talking about light. What is light? Why light cannot pass through metal, but glass, water? What is laser light? So first, what is light? Light is a type of energy known as electromagnetic radiation. It's given out by hot objects such as the sun, light bulb, and the laser. When light hits a surface, its energy can be absorbed, reflected, or deflected by refraction. Light is made up of little packets of energy called photons. Most of these photons produced when the atom in an object heats up. Heat excites the electrons inside the atom, and they gain extra energy. This extra energy is then released as a photon. The hotter an object gets, the more photons give out. Light travels as a wave, but unlike sound waves or water waves, does not need any matter or material to carry its energy along. This means that light can travel through a vacuum, a completely airless space. Sound, on the other hand, must travel through a solid, a liquid, or gas. Nothing travels faster than light energy. It speeds through the vacuum of space at about 300,000 kilometers per second. Light waves travel out from their source straight lines called rays. Rays does not curve around corners, so when they hit a huggy object, which does not allow light to pass through it, they are blocked from reaching the other side of the object. We see a dark shadow in the area from which light is blocked. Why can light pass through glass? When light falls on a material, the energy in its photon can affect the atom in the material. In some materials, such as metal, the atom absorbs and reflects the photon, so light does not pass through them. This material alcohol. In other materials such as glass, the atoms cannot absorb or reflect the photon, and light passes through them. Some materials which do not absorb or reflect the photon are transparent, like gas, water, glass, etc. Photon pass through glass, become visible light. Photons are not absorbed or are re-emitted after photons are absorbed. Glass absorbs photons outside our visible spectrum. Ultraviolet photons are absorbed by glass, so glass is not transparent from them. X-rays is transparent for our body, while metal plate absorbs X-ray, and the photon has a certain frequency. For visible light is related to the color of light, whilst for lower or upper frequencies in the electromagnetic spectrum, it is simply a measure of the energy transported by photon. Material absorption spectrum depends on the structure of the material and atomic scale, that is, which frequency are absorbed and how much so. Absorption of photons may be from photons, from molecule, or from lattices. There are important differences in this absorption. Atoms absorb well-defined discrete frequencies. Usually, single atom absorbs only a few frequencies. Depends on the energetic spectrum of its electron. Molecule absorbs the discrete frequencies, but there are many more absorption lines because even simple molecules have many more energetic level than any atom. So molecules absorb much more light. Crystalline lattices may absorb not only discrete frequencies but also continuous band frequencies, mainly because discrepancies in the crystalline structure. Glass is a non-crystalline, overcooled fluid consisting of molecules that absorb the frequency outside our visible spectrum. Light rays reflect off objects. The moon shines because it reflects light from the sun. Smooth surfaces such as mirrors reflect light in one direction. When the image in a mirror is flipped, your image in a mirror is different to you. As you lift your right hand, your image rises left. Reflection always flip an image from left to right. If you write something on paper, the image in the mirror shows the writing in reverse. Light travels more slowly through some material than other. The change in speed can cause light rays to change direction. This directional change is called refraction. Once a swimming pool deeper than it looks, refraction can make things look closer than they really are. The difference in speed between light traveling through water and through air makes that from the surface a 4-meter pool appears to be just deep. Glass is another material that refracts light. It is used to make eyeglasses and camera lenses. What is laser light? A laser produces an incredibly powerful or concentrated form of light. Inside the laser, light waves are bounced back and forth between two mirrors to build up energy before being released as a narrow beam. Laser light does not spread out the way that a light from other sources does. All the light waves in a laser light is precisely in step with each other. As a result, laser light can be concentrated and controlled far more accurately, can carry internet or TV signals over a great distance without losing quality as of today. Thank you very much.